I was sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. It really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
Hollywood is spineless, according to Jim Carrey, for giving Will Smith a standing ovation. The Academy has pledged to take appropriate action in response to Will Smith's acts and has stated that it is outraged by them. In response to Will Smith's slap at the Oscars, the Motion Picture Academy has issued a fresh statement. The Academy has pledged to take appropriate action and has stated that it is outraged by Smith's behavior. Wednesday morning brought fresh evidence that Smith might be punished for hitting Chris Rock at the Oscars on Sunday. The Film Academy announced that it will evaluate Smith's activities and will explore further action and consequences in accordance with our bylaws, standards of conduct, and California law. After scheduling a Board of Governors meeting to discuss the event on Monday, due to the person involved's refusal to submit a police report, the LA Police Department said Sunday that while it was aware of the incident, it was not conducting an investigation. Nobody's happy with what happened, Whoopi Goldberg stated. There is a board with Goldberg on The View on Tuesday. Goldberg opined that Smith should be punished, even though she had previously stated she did not think his Oscar should be revoked. There are repercussions. There are significant repercussions, she remarked. Jim Carrey, a legendary comedian, also has an opinion, criticizing Smith for receiving a standing ovation when he collected his Oscar only moments after hitting Rock. I was queasy. I think most of Hollywood is spineless, Carrey said. The speaker said, if you want to yell from the audience or show disapproval or say something on Twitter or whatever, you do not have the right to walk up on stage and smack somebody because they said words. Also speaking about Smith's safety, Carrey and Goldberg said the reason people got up and ran over to him is because a lot of people thought, oh my God, is he having a break? Should we take him out? Goldberg asked, what must we do? The following day, Will Smith issued an apology to Chris Rock, Academy, and home viewers for hitting the comedian and disrupting the 94th Academy Awards show. His behavior, he claimed, was out of line and not indicative of the man I want to be. In the midst of Hollywood's and the public ongoing struggles, with the moment stunned both the audience of the Dolby Theater and spectators at home, Smith's actions had significant repercussions. After criticizing Smith for punching Rock for making a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences said it would launch an investigation. Later that day, Smith expressed his regret to Rock more explicitly than in his speech in which he won the award for Best Actor, which glaringly omitted doing so. The caption on the picture Pinkett Smith shared on the Instagram on Tuesday in response read, "This is a season of healing, and I'm here for it." After that, she kept quiet. Rock, who was serving as a presenter, made light of Smith's entrance by saying, "Jada, I love you." The audience at the Dolby Theater, as well as viewers at home, were shocked by G.I. Jane 2. I'm excited to see it. The pun got people's attention. The shaven-headed Pinkett Smith was openly discussed receiving an alopecia diagnosis. After Rock took the stage, Smith slapped him across the face from his seat. Smith twice yelled at Rock, "Get the name of my wife out of your bleep mouth." His comments were audible throughout the Dolby, even when broadcaster ABC temporarily muted the audio. Within an hour, Smith received a standing ovation and the Best Actor prize. In his 5-minute acceptance speech, Smith spoke about protecting his family. Additionally, he apologized to the Academy. I see it as a larger issue and as an issue of the boundaries being broken, boundaries and allowances and permissiveness to certain behaviors, Carrey said in an interview with the Associated Press. The reality is that when people don't agree with what they hear, they're given permission to behave violently, Carrey added. Additionally, it shouldn't be. Another statement about the Academy stated that it was upset and outraged by Smith's behavior and that any response would probably take a few weeks.
In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay.
Will Smith, real name Willard Carroll Smith Jr., is an American actor and musician who was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on September 25, 1968. His charm and humor allowed him to successfully make the switch from rap music to acting. Smith was given the moniker Prince Charming in high school, which he changed to Fresh Prince when he started his musical career to represent a more hip-hop sound. He joined forces with DJ and former classmate Jeffrey Towns in 1981. In 1986, they debuted their first single, Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble, and their debut album rocked the house under the name DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. The group's pioneering song Parents Just Don't Understand, which was released in 1988, went on to win a Grammy Award, the first Grammy ever given in the category of rap performance. Smith Act, which was renowned for its broad crossover appeal, was occasionally referred to as light rap due to the absence of intense themes and lyrics in his songs. Producers of television eventually became aware of him thanks to platinum-certified songs and related videos. Smith's persona appeared in the 1990s starting television sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which was partially based on him. After finding success on television, Smith made the transition to the big screen with Where the Day Takes You, 6 Degrees of Separation, a popular stage play by John Guare, was adapted into a movie in 1993. and he gave him his first major role. But Bad Boys, an action comedy thriller, ended up being the pivotal film in the acting career. Despite receiving mixed reviews, the film generated more than $100 million globally, demonstrating Smith's star power. He starred in Independence Day, the top-grossing film of 1996. His performance of the Grammy-winning title song for the science fiction comedy Men in Black, which had sequels in 2002 and 2012, made him a hit at the box office once more the following year. On the other hand, Jim Carrey, real name James Eugene Carrey, was born January 17, 1962 in Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. He's a Canadian-American comedian who rose to prominence with a string of outrageous performances before garnering praise for his more somber roles as his career developed. Carrey was raised in the Toronto area. 8 years old, he started practicing his impressions in front of the mirror. To support his family after quitting school in 1978, Carrey worked as a factory janitor for 2 years. At the age of 15, he made his stand-up comedy debut in a Toronto nightclub. By 1979, he was able to support himself as a comic. He would serve as an opening act for comics like Buddy Hackett and Rodney Dangerfield. He wrote the majority of his own stuff. He was well known for his frantic improvisation and high level of energy, and had a mostly visual sense of humor. He had more than 100 characters in his repertoire, ranging from Humphrey Bogart to Kermit the Frog. He was a technically excellent mimic. Age of 19, Carrey relocated to Hollywood and began acting in movies and television shows. In 2004, he was granted dual citizenship in the U.S. and Canada. He appeared in the 1983 Canadian television movie Introducing Janet. He appeared in Finders Keepers the following year, and the year that followed, he played the lead role in Once Bitten. After that, Carrey portrayed Whiplock, an extraterrestrial creature in the 1988 comedy Earth Girls Are Easy. After receiving positive reviews for his debut TV special, Jim Carrey, Unnatural Act, he was offered a regular part on the sketch comedy program In Living Color. After the 1994 season finale, Carrey focused on his film career. He enjoyed early success at the box office with Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, and he continued to do well with Dumb and Dumber and The Mask. In the latter movie, Carrey portrayed a shy bank teller who dons a supernatural mask to transform into a hip, wisecracking, green-cheeked dandy. Carrey received the first of several Golden Globe nominations for his performance. He then portrayed the Riddler in Batman Forever and featured in Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. After the critically panned black comedy The Cable Guy, Carrey achieved a smash with Liar Liar. He portrayed a fast-talking lawyer in that movie who was obliged to reveal the truth for one day, thanks to a magical charm cast in response to his small son's birthday request. Carrey won Golden Globes for his performances in Guy in the Moon, in which he played the comic Andy Kaufman, and The Truman Show, a story about a guy who learns that his seemingly regular life is actually a popular television show. He made an appearance in the 2000 motion picture adaptation of How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. Carrey won praise from critics for his portrayal of a man who decides to have his memories of a past fiancée wiped in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which came after garnering mixed reviews for The Majestic and Bruce Almighty. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. We'll see each other the next interesting one.
We're all trying to add things to ourselves so that we can finally define ourselves, and then everybody will get us and they'll go, okay, this is what you are.